At the beginning of the story, we're taken back thousands of years, back to a time when the world was nothing but endless ocean. Then, the life-giving goddess Te Fiti appeared. With the power of her heart, she created islands, plants, and life itself. Everything was peaceful until greed entered the hearts of some. They believed that if they could steal the heart of Te Fiti, they would gain ultimate power, but they failed. That's when a powerful demigod named Maui stepped forward, a shapeshifter with a magical fish hook that allowed him to transform into different creatures. Maui sailed to Te Fiti's island and stole her heart. The moment he took it, darkness began spreading across the ocean. As Maui tried to escape, he was confronted by Te Kā, the fiery demon of earth and lava. During their battle, Maui's magical hook and the heart of Te Fiti were lost deep in the ocean, and the darkness continued to grow. Years later, on the island of Motunui, Grandma Tala tells this legend to the village children, including her granddaughter Moana. She explains that without her heart, Te Fiti is dying, and the spreading darkness will eventually destroy all life. But one day, someone will find Maui, return the heart, and restore the balance. Just then, the tribe's chief, Moana's father, Chief Tui, comes to take her home. The other children are scared by the monster drawings, but Moana isn't afraid. She loves the ocean. When she walks toward the shore, she sees birds attacking a baby sea turtle. Moana gently scares them away and helps the turtle reach the water. The ocean notices her kindness. It parts the waves, plays with her, and even reveals the glowing heart of Te Fiti to her. Little Moana stares at it in awe. But when her father calls her name, the ocean quietly returns her to the shore, and the heart slips back into the sea, unseen. Chief Tui takes Moana home and reminds her of her responsibility. One day, she will become the leader of Motunui. According to their rules, no one goes beyond the reef. The ocean is forbidden. Moana grows up learning the ways of leadership. Her mother Sina and her father teach her how to guide the people. One day, Tui takes her to a mountain where stones from their ancestors are stacked at the peak. He tells her that one day she'll place her own stone there as chief. Moana tries to let go of her dreams of sailing and focuses on her duties. She does well. The people respect her. But then, trouble begins. The coconuts turn black. The fish disappear from the lagoon. The villagers grow worried. Moana suggests sailing beyond the reef to find more fish, but Tui becomes furious. He storms off, clearly shaken. Moana is heartbroken. Later, her mother reveals the truth. When Tui was young, he loved the ocean too. One night, he and his best friend sailed beyond the reef. A storm destroyed their boat, and his friend never came back. That's why he's afraid. That's why he won't let her go. Moana is torn between her heart and her responsibility. She even climbs the ancestor mountain, ready to accept her role. But when she looks out at the beautiful, endless ocean, she can't ignore the call inside her. So she takes her pet rooster Hey Hey, gets into a boat, and sails beyond the reef. But the waves are too strong, and she's thrown back onto the shore. That's when Grandma Tala finds her. Knowing Moana must choose her own path, Tala takes her to a hidden cave behind a waterfall. Inside, Moana discovers something unbelievable: dozens of ancient boats. When she beats the drum, torches light up, revealing paintings on the sails. Their ancestors weren't just island villagers, they were voyagers, master wayfinders who sailed across the entire ocean. And in that moment, Moana realizes the ocean was never meant to be feared. It was meant to be explored. We then discover the truth about Moana's ancestors. They weren't just island villagers. They were master voyagers, skilled navigators who sailed across the vast ocean, exploring new lands. One day, they arrived at Motunui and chose it as their home. Learning this fills Moana with pride and excitement, but she asks Grandma Tala an important question. If we were voyagers, why did we ever stop? Tala explains that when Maui stole the heart of Te Fiti, the ocean became dangerous. Boats began disappearing. The waters were no longer safe. Out of fear, their people made a rule: no one would ever sail beyond the reef again. Tala takes Moana to a dark, dying part of the island, showing her the blackened soil. The same darkness spreading across the ocean is now reaching their home. If we don't act, Tala tells her, Motunui will fall too. She gives Moana the glowing heart of Te Fiti and reveals that the ocean chose her to restore it. Using the stars as a guide, she shows Moana how to find Maui. Determined, Moana runs to her father, Chief Tui, who is helping the villagers solve their problems. She tells him the truth about their ancestors and insists that they must find Maui. But Tui reacts with anger. In fear and frustration, he tries to burn the ancient boats. Moana stops him and shows him the heart, but he throws it away. As she goes to pick it up, she finds her grandmother's walking stick nearby. Suddenly, villagers rush in with terrible news. Tala is gravely ill. Moana and Tui hurry to her side. With her final strength, Tala tells Moana that she must save their people. She gives Moana her necklace to carry the heart safely. That night, Moana places the stone inside the necklace and prepares for her journey. Even her mother, Sina, quietly helps her gather supplies. Moana sails beyond the reef, and this time, the ocean helps guide her. But there's one problem. Her not-so-bright pet rooster, Hey Hey, somehow sneaks onto the boat. Following the stars and the hook-shaped constellation Tala showed her, Moana sails forward. It's difficult. She's never truly navigated the open sea before. Still, she refuses to give up. One stormy night, her boat flips over. She cries out to the ocean for help, but a massive storm hits, trapping her and Heihei in chaos. When she wakes up the next morning, she's on a strange island. Looking around, she notices giant carvings of fishhooks. She realizes immediately, Moana is here. As she prepares the speech Tala told her to say, Moana suddenly appears. But before she can even finish her dramatic introduction, Moana distracts her with a song, tricks her, and locks her inside a cave. Then he steals her boat and sails away. Moana quickly escapes the cave and chases after him. Every time Moana pushes her off the boat, the ocean lifts her right back up and places her in front of him again. Finally, she reveals the heart of Te Fiti and demands that he take her to restore it. The moment Maui sees the stone, he panics, he throws it away, but the ocean immediately brings it back. Moana realizes something important. Moana is afraid of the heart. The last time he had it, he lost his magical hook. Before they can argue further, arrows suddenly rain down on them. Moana shouts that the Kakamora are attacking, tiny but fierce coconut pirates who want the heart for themselves. They throw ropes and begin climbing onto the boat. In the chaos, the heart slips out of Moana's necklace and lands on the deck, where Heihei accidentally swallows it. The Kakamora grab Heihei and retreat to their massive pirate ship. Moana begs Moana to help her get it back, but he refuses and tries to sail away. So Moana takes matters into her own hands. Armed with an oar, she jumps onto the Kakamora ship and fights her way through the coconut warriors. She rescues Heihei and leaps back toward her boat. As they land safely, the heart pops back out of Heihei. Just as the Kakamora ship is about to crush them, Moana quickly steers their boat forward at the last second, causing the pirate ships to crash and break apart behind them. For the first time, they survive together. After escaping the Kakamora, Moana asks Moana to help her return the heart of Te Fiti, but Moana refuses. He says he's not interested in being a hero anymore. He just wants his magical fishhook back. That's when Moana hits him where it hurts. She tells him he's not a hero to humans anymore. Moana is shocked. Slowly, she convinces him if he helps restore the heart, he can become a hero again. But Moana makes one condition. First, they must retrieve his hook from the monster realm, and to do that, they'll have to face Tamatoa. On their way, the ocean accidentally knocks Moana off the boat, so he's forced to teach Moana how to properly sail and navigate. She learns quickly how to read the wind, balance the sail, and follow the stars. But that night, she falls asleep. In her dream, she sees Motunui being consumed by darkness. Her parents are in danger. She wakes up suddenly, and Moana tells her they've arrived at Lalatai, the realm of monsters. Standing on a cliff, Moana explains that Tamatoa hoards treasure. If the hook is anywhere, it's with him. The entrance to Lalatai lies beyond the mountain. Moana tells Moana to stay behind, calling her too weak for what's ahead. But Moana refuses to quit. Together, they climb the mountain and jump into the glowing entrance below. Moana jumps after Moana, but they get separated during the fall. Inside the monster world, creatures attack Moana from every side. Fighting her way through, she finally reaches a massive pile of treasure, and then the treasure moves. From beneath it rises Tamatoa, a gigantic glitter-covered crab obsessed with shiny things. Moana begins praising him, distracting him with compliments about how beautiful and sparkly he is. Meanwhile, Moana sneaks toward the hook. He grabs it, but he can't control his shape-shifting powers. His transformations glitch, and Tamatoa notices. The giant crab throws Moana aside and attacks Moana. Without full control of his powers, Moana is overpowered and nearly crushed. Seeing this, Moana thinks fast. She pulls out the heart of Te Fiti and flashes it in front of Tamatoa. The crab immediately drops Moana and lunges for the glowing stone. But when Moana stumbles, the heart falls into a pit. Tamatoa eagerly digs for it, only to realize it's just a painted rock. Moana tricked him. While Tamatoa is distracted, she grabs Moana and the hook, and they escape back to the surface. Moana is genuinely impressed. For the first time, he sees her as more than just a kid. They sail toward Te Fiti's island, but Moana struggles. He still can't fully control the hook, and it frustrates him deeply. Moana gently asks about his tattoos, the living stories covering his body. At first, he avoids the question, but eventually, he opens up. Moana reveals that he was born human. His parents didn't want him and threw him into the ocean as a baby. The gods found him, saved him, and gifted him the magical fishhook, giving him his powers. He returned to humanity, doing everything for them. He pulled islands from the sea, created wind and fire, gave humans coconuts and more. He even stole the heart to make himself stronger for them. But in the end, people called him a villain. Moana listens carefully and tells him something powerful. You have to believe in yourself. Encouraged, Maui apologizes to the gods and reconnects with who he truly is. His confidence returns, and this time, he gains full control of his shape-shifting. He transforms smoothly into different animals, laughing and joking with Moana again. With his courage restored, Maui is finally ready to face Te Kā, ready to restore the heart, and ready to be a hero once more. Now closer than ever, Moana and Maui sail toward the island of Te Fiti. By this point, they're no longer arguing, they're friends. Maui has trained Moana well, and she's become a true wayfinder. But when they finally reach the island, Te Kā rises from the lava. Maui transforms into a giant eagle and charges toward her, but Te Kā strikes him hard, sending him crashing into the ocean. Moana tries to go help, but Maui climbs back onto the boat and stops her. Suddenly, Te Kā attacks again. Maui blocks the blast with his magical hook. A massive explosion throws their boat far across the water. When the smoke clears, Moana sees something terrifying. Maui's hook is cracked. He's devastated, angry, scared. He blames Moana and tells her they can't continue. Returning the heart isn't worth destroying his hook forever. And with that, he leaves. Alone and heartbroken, Moana gives the heart of Te Fiti back to the ocean, telling it to choose someone else. The ocean pulls the stone beneath the waves. Moana has lost hope. As she cries, the spirit of Grandma Tala appears beside her. Tala reminds her that the answer has always been inside her. Know who you are. Inspired, Moana dives into the ocean, retrieves the heart, and makes a new plan. Since Te Kā is a creature of fire and earth, she can't enter deep water. So Moana decides to distract her and sail around her to reach Te Fiti directly. She boldly charges forward, maneuvering through lava blasts and waves. For a moment, she almost makes it, but Te Kā flips her boat again. As Moana struggles to fix it, Te Kā prepares another attack, and then Maui returns. He saves her, sets the boat upright, and tells her to finish what she started. He stays behind to fight Te Kā alone. During the battle, Te Kā throws Maui against a rock. She then targets Moana, launching a fireball toward her, but the ocean protects her. Te Kā fires again. Maui shields Moana with his hook, and it shatters. Moana reaches Te Fiti's island, but there's nothing there. No goddess, no life. For a moment, she believes she has failed, but then she notices something: the spiral symbol of the heart carved on Te Kā's chest. That's when she realizes the truth. Te Kā is Te Fiti. Without her heart, she was consumed by rage and turned into a monster. Moana steps down from her boat and asks the ocean to part, creating a path. Slowly, Te Kā approaches her. Moana stands strong and sings softly, calming her. She places the heart back where it belongs, and in that moment, Te Kā transforms back into Te Fiti. Green spreads across the island. Flowers bloom. Life returns. The ocean brings Maui back as well. He apologizes, and Te Fiti forgives him, restoring his hook with a new glowing form. She even creates a brand new boat for Moana's journey home. Then Te Fiti returns to her peaceful slumber. Moana prepares Moana's boat, and before leaving, they share a heartfelt hug. Moana transforms into an eagle and flies off into the sky. Moana sails back to Motunui. When she arrives, the island is healing. The coconuts are healthy. The fish have returned. Her people cheer as she steps onto the shore. Together, they uncover the ancient voyaging boats once more. This time, they don't fear the ocean. They embrace it. Led by Moana, the people of Motunui sail into the horizon, reclaiming their identity as voyagers. And that's where the story of Moana comes to an unforgettable end. If this adventure touched your heart, don't sail away just yet. Hit subscribe, drop a like, and share this story with someone who needs a little courage today. Because sometimes, the ocean is calling you too.